JCB Chipchase. I am a professional fighter, philosopher, and a high-functioning alcoholic. I had my first drink when I was 16 years old after my first A-class fight. I got my first paycheck and I spent half of it on whiskey and half of it on a bottle of perfume for my girlfriend at the time. Since then, pretty much all my fights, I've been drunk up until a few days before the weigh-in. My last fight being KO, well, one of the KOs of the year. I was drunk on a Thursday. Stopped drinking to make weight on Friday, still smoking weed and stuff, and then fought on Saturday and knocked him out. The reason I believe I have that affliction, that addiction, the reason I'm telling you, because I'm trying to heal myself now, is I have to hold my style, particularly the style I'm holding, the aggression and the anger that I bring to my training and to my fighting, is a lot of the pain and trauma of my younger life manifest a lot of the pain I've been through, which I don't blame anyone for. The reason I got back into fighting was through a very traumatic experience, but that was partially my fault as well. I don't blame anyone for that, but when you drink, obviously, you quieten the demons in your head, and what I have a tendency of doing is when I train as hard as I can, I will hold everything that has hurt me and has made me feel pain in my life, in my heart and in my stomach, and I'll express it. And then at night, I'll have to quell and quash and drown those demons out. But what I've realised recently is, particularly in my last few fights, in which I've been given nicknames like the God of War or the Boogeyman, I'm becoming more and more vicious, not only in the ring, but by extension in my life outside of it. Because the philosophies and the feelings we hold in our psychology, we express also in our day-to-day life. This has led me to be in trouble with the police when I shouldn't have been. For example, my fight before last, I was in a holding cell a few days before making weight for the fight. It's led me to make silly decisions through my life, and this is the reason we are here now, to do this, the documentary, and film this process of cleansing and healing, so I can finish this story correctly and do everything right correctly for the final time, while knowing how to access darkness within me still, to smash my next opponent in half, and then finally be able to let go of the pain and the hate inside of me, because that is what is the motivator for me now. But that hate and pain, it doesn't just harm my opponent, and it's not just me suffering anymore, which I wouldn't mind. I have a family, I have children, I have friends, and each of these suffer when I consistently and extensively push myself to these darker and darker spaces. It's almost like Freud said, or Carl Jung even has a similar theory. His one is the shadow theory, where each of us has a shadow side, but the more you access, the more you delve into that, the larger and the darker that becomes. And in the end, I feel like the shadow part of my life became the main character almost. This is why I call myself the bad guy. Even though I'm not a bad guy, there are parts of me that are bad, and they do what I cause retribution for the pains that I've suffered, but that is it's not a healthy way of thinking. So it's time to speak out. It's time to tell everybody exactly the things that I've suffered and why, and then go on a journey of change, revolution, because every day we are always evolving, or we should be, and every moment we should be able to change things for the better.